Hey everybody! Today we are doing an easy sketch session. If you've been wanting to draw but haven't had the time or ideas lately, this is a really gentle sketch session I believe you can follow along with and most probably end up with good drawing ideas for the following days. We are going to create some really easy sketches that I believe everybody can do, so let's get started. I'm going to start with just a piece of paper, a pencil and a simple eraser, just in case we messed up a lot. What I'm going to start with is just a few squiggle lines, those type for example. If I feel like it, I can just add dimensions to the lines that I drew. As you can see, I'm drawing plenty of lines, and I'm going to finish my idea of adding some kind of a dimension, maybe something like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my darker pencil, which is HB pencil, and I'm going to go and mark those lines with darker. I may add eyes, for example, and I can make it like a doodle. Here it is. Now I'm going to draw some other shapes. I really like those type of S-curves. As you can see here, it's up to you what you're going to draw. You can do whatever you feel like you want to do. I'll continue with some other shapes. It's just fun to draw those, and I really like to draw fluid shapes. If you're not very much into fluid shapes, for example like those, you can create something more sharp edged, for example, something like that, and you can add some dimensions, something like that, and you can even add some kind of a roof, let's say. If we imagine that's a house, we can add some other elements. We can add a door. As you can see, I made it a bit quirky. We can have some weird windows. While you're drawing, you can imagine those drawings to be different creatures or objects. It's up to you. You can, for example, just draw lines and leave it like this. You can add a face. You can do whatever you feel like you want to do. So I'm just trying to find, maybe that's the better approach, to find a better way to present some sort of a, I don't know, dimension. So we're going to have a line like that. Of course, if you feel like it, you can add some shadows, for example. Create that sense of depth. Of course, you can completely skip that part, but It's just a good exercise, and I believe it's not gonna do any harm. And of course, by doing that, you can end up with a lot of good drawing ideas. For example, that one, it can become some sort of a ghost. I would like to make it maybe just a bit wider, and it can work as a very cute ghost. Now I'm going to continue with drawing a circle. I've already had a video in which I've explained how to draw circles. If you want to check that video out and learn more about how to draw circles, the video is going to be here. Okay, let's start. It doesn't matter how big or small they are going to be. Okay, here we are, we have a circle. And I'm going to add some eyes to that shape. I really like to draw eyes like that lately. Here we are, we have a face. I'm going to continue with some other shapes. For example, I'll go with that odd shape. Here, as you can see, I tried something smaller, and then I decided, oh, it's gonna be nice if I make it a bit bigger at the bottom, so I'm just reshaping it. Just small, tiny eyes. I'm going to add just a small mouth. And I'm going to add a few lashes, because it's going to be a lady. And I'm going to add a few lines that represents the cheeks. That's a very authentic way of drawing for me, because otherwise I won't show you that. Definitely I won't show you that, but today I'm like, okay, let's see the whole process, like everything that I usually do. I'm going to draw just a small hand like that. And I can have another one here, again, a small one. Just a few lines, and here we have some sort of a creature, let's say. I really want that to be a girl, so I'm going to create a hair. Something like that. And I actually want to add a tiara. It's just very close to the previous shape, but anyway. And here we are. As you can see, I'm trying to imagine again the 3D, but it's not necessary. If you don't feel like you're comfortable with that, you can just skip that part. Of course, if you want, you can just create the shapes and just leave it as it is. Maybe another one here. And I want the fourth one. Okay, here we are. I'm going to continue with just a few more shapes. If you have the time, you can continue with even more shapes. So I think I want to make one edge that is very sharp here and here, and the others I want to be pretty fluid, something like that, for example. Okay, and here I'm going to create a figure. As you can see, I'm not putting quite an effort when it comes to the fingers. Here we are, we're going to have okay, we're going to have some cute little mouth. As you can see, it's already becoming a lady. And she's going to have pretty long hair. And I really want to start from here, for example. And of course, when it comes to the hair, I can remove that line below because otherwise it's going to be quite confusing. Of course, when it comes to hair, there are a lot of ways to draw it. I prefer just to draw a few lines, and that is going to represent the hair. And I may even create a dress for her, something like that. When it comes to the legs, I'm not quite sure if I should keep them quite realistic or not, so let's say they're going to be something like that. Yeah, I think we're... Of course, if we like that idea, we can take it, we can recreate it a few more times, we can see what needs to be revised. It's good to keep that line which goes in the middle like that, and actually to construct our body based on that line. That's our important curve lines of the body that is making the body very dynamic. She might have crazy dress like that. I may exaggerate the dress a lot, for example. We can have something like that. We can even make the hips very small, so we can exaggerate the dress even more. So you can imagine that that figure, it might evolve a lot, and we can have that. We can make even that part smaller, and of course we can do a lot more adjustments. Those are just some ideas that I had now in the moment. That's the main idea of those drawing sessions. It's not to end up with something that's extremely well polished and final, but rather just to get an idea of what you can draw next time. So whenever you feel like you're stuck, that's one of the really good ways to do that. And if you don't want to go with that idea, you can try to use some drawing prompts that can help you start when it comes to drawing. I've created something in that regard. It's called No Pressure Drawing Prompts. That is a list of fun and easy drawing prompts that can help you really loosen up, and in my opinion, you can fall back in love with drawing, or if you're a beginner, you can fall in love with drawing even more. So if you want to check it out, the link is going to be in the description box below. As you can see, I'm trying to create different forms every time. It's going to give me more options, because if I create the same form over and over again, it feels like I need to think in the same way, let's say. Okay, I think it's gonna be like a roller coaster of some sort. So I can create a wagon here, for example. And And here we are going to have the seats of the people. Those are the people, and those are their hands. Yes, you can see I'm using just lines and dots that are recreating the hands. Everybody can draw that. And maybe the first row. Let's create something very weird. It's like an astronaut. It seems like it's going into space somewhere. It's going to fly. We can add some oxygen stuff on their back. And we can even write NASA. Here we are. It's in the open space, and we can also add some stars. We can even add a planet here in the background. And to make it even more like a planet, I can add something like that, like a Saturn. And here we are, we have a lot of elements that we draw here, and I think it's going to give you a lot of ideas and inspiration for your future drawings. And it all comes down to just draw some crazy shapes. As you can see, not everything is going to be good. Some of those ideas are going to be very, very bad. For example, that one, it might work in some other scenario, but not with that shape specifically. It's not okay. For example, that one, now it comes to my mind that it can become a mirror in the form of a heart. You see? And that might be the handle. So you can create a creature that it has the shape of a mirror. You can see there are a lot of ideas that you can use and recreate. That, for example, might be a tomato or maybe an apple, something like that, for example. That might even be an onion, to be honest. So you can use a lot of inspiration from that type of drawing, and I really hope that it's going to be helpful for you. And no matter what your drawing skills at the moment, everybody can create that. Let me know in the comments if you tried that with me, if you draw something. Let me know how was it, if you had any inspirations or any other ideas that came from that drawing session. And I really hope that you're going to use that routine and that idea whenever you feel like you don't know what to draw. If you find it useful, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more art related videos in the future. Thank you very much for spending the time with me, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye!